This channel is made possible by viewers like you. My viewers, subscribers, and patrons greatly help to keep this channel going. I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for all of you. Please make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any uploads. And if you'd like to go the extra mile, please check out my Patreon page. For just $1 a month, you'll get access to what I'm working on, previews of upcoming content, and even early videos, along with other tier options for those that are interested. Thank you, and now on to the video. I really do like trying to find games that appear to be overlooked and maybe deserve more attention. Maybe they got lost in the shuffle between being released next to so many other big titles, or the marketing for the project was low. And in these cases, I am taking a gamble because it could turn out the game isn't really that good and not something that is worth propping up. But on those occasions where I take that gamble and it lands and I'm invested, well, in those cases, I cannot wait to talk to you about it. Trinity Trigger is one of those games. Right from the start menu, I was in. This was a good example of where I wished I didn't have a day job so that I could just sink the next week into this title. Trinity Trigger makes a solid first impression. Trinity Trigger is a JRPG that feels like it hit many of the checkboxes that I expect to see when I play one of these titles. The main protagonist has some form of his memory that is unclear. Some enjoyable bits of humor are sprinkled in, and an adventure that appears to start small and alludes to greater things to come. You have probably heard many story setups like this in this genre, and yes, while these may be cliched, I really don't mind that. Sometimes stories that try to be different or subvert your expectations just for the sake of it end up honestly not being the best narratives. Sometimes I want something maybe a bit old-fashioned, something that I am used to, but in a new way. This is what Trinity Trigger feels like, familiar yet new at the same time. Something that gives me that familiar feeling like meeting up with an old friend, and then enjoying that time with them, catching up, hearing about all their new adventures. This game is kind of like comfort food in some ways, and I always like to praise a title that gets to the point with its gameplay right from the start. We get just enough of the story to get interested, and then we are on to exploring and fighting. The gameplay works like a dungeon crawler hack and slash of sorts. You can perform a set of attacks, and all of these use up a certain amount of stamina. You can continue to attack after your stamina is depleted, but you're not going to do much damage. The stamina will recharge over time, so this is something that you'll need to keep an eye on. You can roll to evade attacks, and thankfully this does not use up any stamina. If you dodge right as the enemy is about to hit you, you will gain back some stamina quicker. There's an enjoyable flow as you read enemies and learn the best times to dodge, so that you are always able to attack at full strength. You have some special attacks that you can deploy as well, and I really like there's some customization in your attack combos. It would appear to allow for some interesting combinations, like attacks that hit a wider area, along with some that will net you back some health. You gain experience points and level up along with various crafting options. Like I said, Trinity Trigger checks the right boxes and is something all its own. I really love the music so far as well. Trinity Trigger is one title that I suggest RPG fans keep an eye out on, and I will report back as I keep going. So far, I really like it. Have you played Trinity Trigger? If so, what are your thoughts on it? Let me know all of this in the comments down below. If you're interested in being notified of new videos, please hit the subscribe button and bell. And if you would like to support the channel and get early access to content, please check out my Patreon. All of the links will be at the end of this video and within the description. And thank you very much for watching.